Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Rizky Syafril SHI MSI, the lecturer in charge of the Communication and Policy Advocacy course, for giving our group the opportunity to present our material. Let me introduce myself. My name is Alia Priyawatami, the moderator, and my college is Alia Yusi Apriliani, Angelina Safitri, and Aprilia Gempani. We will present material on communication technique. Definition of communication technique. Communication technique are the method or a process people use to convey message to others so that those messages can be understood, accepted, and have the desired impact. This technique involves not only what is communicated, but also how it is communicated, including the use of language, intonation, facial expression, media, and an understanding of the audience characteristic. The first material will be explained by Alyusi Apriliani. Alyusi Apriliani, time is yours.
I would like to thank the moderator. Okay, I will explain the material regarding 3 communication techniques. Persuasion is communication technique aimed at influencing a person's attitudes, opinions, or behavior without coercion. In this process, the communicator employs psychology, a process by leveraging logic, emotion, and trust to ensure the message is well received by the audience. Success of persuasion heavily depends on the ability to understand the audience characteristic and the appropriate way to convey the message. Techniques such as the use of logical data, emotional appeal, and the speaker credibility are frequently employed in various contexts, such as advertisement, speeches, and everyday communication. Example, a healthcare worker visits a rural village where many residents are hesitant about vaccination. Instead of forcing them, the worker explains the benefit using simple language, present evidence of success, and share stories of other villagers who have benefits. The message is also connected to protecting family members, appealing to emotional value. The approach works because it combines logic, emotion, and credibility. People are more likely to reconsider their decision when they feel respect rather than pressured. Persuasion becomes effective when the communicator builds trust and aligns the message with the audience's belief and concerns. The second is campaign. A campaign is planned and systematic communication activity designed to influence a broad audience over a specific period. Campaigns are typically conducted to raise awareness, change attitudes, or encourage specific action from the public. In practice, campaigns utilize various media and are repeated to ensure the message is firmly embedded in the public mind. Examples can be found in health, social, and political campaigns aimed at fostering collective behavioral change. For example, a student organization representative wants to secure funding from the university. Instead of making a formal request immediately, they arrange an informal meeting with university officials and build rapport first. During the discussion, they frame the proposal in a way that aligns with the university's interests, such as improving institutional reputation. Lobbying relies on strategies, often informal communication rather than open public messaging. Its success depends on relationship building, understanding the interests of the other party, influencing decision makers subtly over time. The last, publicity. Publicity is the dissemination of information through the mass media without direct calls to the interested party. This technique is often used to build a positive image because the information conveyed tends to be perceived as more objective by the public. Talk has the advantage of public trust. Publicity also has its limitation because the message conveyed cannot be fully controlled. The media has freedom to frame information, so the final outcome may differ from what was expected. Example, an, an environmental organization launches as a reduce single-use plastic campaign through social media and school programs. They create posters, educational videos, and organize beach cleanup activities. The message is repeated consistently to strengthen public awareness. Campaign communication aims for long-term behavioral change rather than immediate result. Its effectiveness depends on message consistency, audience engagement, and the ability to mobilize people into real action. Maybe that's all the material I've delivers. I return it to the moderator.
Thank you to Aryusi Apriliani for your presentation. Next, the second material will be explained by Angelina Sapitri. To Angelina Sapitri, time is yours.
Okay, thanks to the moderator. I will continue the profession material about communication techniques. The next communication techniques is lobbying. Lobbying is a form of communication aimed at influencing those with decision-making power. It is typically conducted directly and informally with the goal of securing support for a specific interest. In practice, lobbying requires the ability to build strong relationships and present compelling, persuasive arguments. The success of lobbying is often determined by trust, a personal approach, and effective communication strategies. The example of lobbying is a local startup develops an innovative application for small business, and the media covers the story without paid promotion. The news spreads widely, increasing the company's visibility and credibility among the public. Publicity is powerful because it comes from third-party sources, making it more trustworthy than advertising. However, it is less controllable as the way media frames the story may not fully align with the organization's intentions. Next communication techniques is command communication. Command communication is the process of conveying instructions from superiors to subordinates within an organization. This communication is formal, clear, and direct, thereby preventing misunderstandings in the execution of tasks. To be effective, command communication must be conveyed using simple, firm, and easy to understand language. Clarity of information is crucial so that the recipient can carry out the task as expected. The example of common communication is a project manager instructs their team to complete a report within 2 days. They clearly define each member's responsibility, deadlines, and expect standards to avoid confusions. This type of communication is directive and typically one-way. Its effectiveness depends on clarity, authority, and precision. If poorly delivered, it may lead to misunderstanding or resistance from team members. Human relation is a communication technique that emphasizes interpersonal relationships within a social environment or organizations. Its primary focus is on building harmonious relationships through positive interactions. In practice, human relations requires empathy, trust, and openness among individuals. Effective communications in these relationships can enhance cooperation, comfort, and productivity in the workplace. All is a manager notice a decline in a player's performance. Instead of immediately criticizing, the manager initiates a personal conversation to understand the employee's challenges and offers emotional support. This approach strengthens interpersonal relationships and foster a positive work environment. Human relations communication emphasizes empathy, trust, and two-way interaction as key elements of effective collaboration. Maybe that's all for me. I'll return it to the moderator.
Thank you to Angelina Savitri for your presentation. Next, the final material will be presented by Aprilia Gempani. To Aprilia Gempani, time is yours.
I would like to thank the moderator. Okay, I will explain the last material regarding three communication techniques. And first is negotiation. Negotiation is a communication process between two or more parties with differing interests to reach a mutual agreement. The primary goal of negotiation is to find a solution acceptable to all parties. The success of negotiation is heavily influenced by communication skill, strategy, and the availability of relevant data. An approach that prioritizes win-win solution is typically more effective in fostering long-term relationships. An example is two companies are discussing a distribution partnership. Each party has different interests regarding pricing and territory. They exchange offers and adjust their demands until they reach a mutually acceptable agreement. Negotiation involves a structured process of bargaining and compromise. Success depends not only on power but also on the ability to find a win-win solution that satisfies both parties. The second is diplomacy. Diplomacy is a communication technique used in official relationships, particularly between nations, to safeguard interests and maintain good relations. This communication is conducted carefully and with full consideration. In practice, diplomacy requires communication skills that are stable, strategic, and ethical. Every message conveyed must consider the long-term impact on the relationship between the parties. Example, representative from the countries with a border conflict hold a meeting to reduce tensions. They use careful language, avoid provocative statements, and focus on peaceful solutions. Diplomacy requires strategic and highly controlled communication. Its goal is not only to reach agreements but also to maintain long-term relationship and stability between parties. The last is online communication. Online communication is the process of exchanging information via digital media and the internet. Technological advancements have made this form of communication increasingly fast and unrestricted by time and space. While offering convenience, online communication also presents challenges such as the potential for misunderstanding and data security risks. Therefore, care must be taken when conveying messages to ensure they remain effective and secure. Example is a business owner interacts with customer social media platforms by responding, sharing product information, communication happens quickly and fast. However, on occasion like non-verbal for clarity, awareness, ethics are essential to ensure effective interaction. That's all the material I've delivered. I'll return into the moderator.
Thank you to Aprilia Gempani for your presentation. So the conclusion of our presentation is communication techniques refer to the various methods used to convey message effectively so that they are understood and will received by the audience. The success of communication depends not only on the content of the message, but also on how it is delivered and the ability to adapt one's approach to the situation and the audience. Therefore, understanding and applying the right communication technique is essential in both daily life and professional setting. So, that conclusion of group's presentation. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Por mais que possa parecer